Third graders, one way or another, your teacher's gotten you a link to this writing piece, which is a Google document. Okay, here are the two things you need to do. First, it says do these two things first. One, change the title of this text above so it has your name instead of a question mark. And it has this arrow pointing up and it shows you what that's going to look like. So when I follow this arrow and I go up here, I see this exact spot up here. And I see the question mark. I'm going to click next to it. I'm going to delete or backspace right here. And then I'm going to put in my name. So I would put down Ms. Milam. Of course, you would put down what is appropriate for you. And so your own name, your real name, of course, with capital letters where they need to be. And then it will say, this is your opinion writing. That's the first step. Okay, now I go down here and I see step 2. Share this document with your teacher, clicking on the share button. And then starting to type your teacher's name. When their name pops up, click on it, then click done. Okay, so now I'm going to go do that. So I see the share button. I follow the arrow. I see that share button. I'm going to click on it. Step 1 was click on that. Step 2 was to type your teacher's name. So if I start to write Gomez, oh, look at that. Miss Gomez popped up. I could click right here, and then I would have Miss Gomez's name. Then I could click send. Or if it was Mrs. Powell, I could start typing Mrs. Powell. I would see Mrs. Powell pop up. I would click on Mrs. Powell, and then I would click send. Or if it was Mrs. Nelson, same thing. Start typing Mrs. Nelson. When I see her pop up, I have to check because there are 2 Mrs. Nelsons, but this is the one I want. I would click on her, then I would click send, or Ms. Milam. There's Miss Milam. She just has a blue E. There she is. And you can see that I am. And then you would, of course, same thing. If you have a problem, like I just did, you can click on it again, click on the correct spot, and then click send. All right, I'm going to go right ahead and click send. And that has just sent an email with this link to your teacher. And that means now your teacher can see what you wrote, which is so great. Now I've done these 2 things. And so the third thing, really, it doesn't have a 3 by it. It says, once you are done, delete this box. So what you would do is you would click on the box, and then so simple, you would just press backspace on your keyboard. Boom, and it went away. All right, now it says change this title. I don't know what I want to change my title to yet, so I'm going to keep on reading. Write your opinion about how kids can make the world a better place. Consider using a question at the beginning to hook your reader into your writing. So now it's my time to think, to stop and think. What would I want to write about that could make the world a better place? This might be a good time to stop your video and try to figure out what kinds of things you might want to write about. All right, here are some things that I thought about. And I'm just putting them here, and I'm going to even highlight them in a different color. You're not expected to write out your possible ideas, but here are some of mine. My ideas were buying toys and foods that don't have a lot of packaging makes it so we don't waste as much. That was inspired by the reading that we did this week. Another thing that we could do to make the world a better place would be cleaning up after ourselves when we're outdoors, and maybe even cleaning up other trash that we find. So that I thought would help us take care of the environment. Looks like I misspelled it slightly. Another way to make the world a better place would be being an ally and standing up for friends by asking people to stop saying mean things. So that would definitely help. So I could write about that as well. And last one that I thought of was using polite words with one another like please and thank you and giving compliments that are sincere. And that's actually the one I think I will go with. So take away these other ideas and kind of focus on this one. So what title would I want to use if I'm thinking about writing about polite words? Well, I think I'd want to include the language polite words in the title. So I might say, using more polite words with each other. Now I'm thinking about what kind of question might I want to use to hook my reader into my writing. So I might say, I'm going to change my color back so you can see that my writing is going to be in regular black writing. Goodness, let's try that again. Have you ever felt like people could use kinder words? I have. I think that if people used kind words with one another, they would be much happier. Both people who say kind words and the people who hear them will really enjoy the kind language that they put into the world. Could even go on. I could say one word I think people should use more often is the word please. Please is a great word to say when you want someone to know that you really care about what they might do for you. All right, friends, so now I've been showing you how I type, and I'm a pretty good typist. I also have a lot of years of experience, but you might not know about this other feature that there is in your Chrome that will allow you to do something called voice typing. And voice typing, which you may already know about, helps you to use your voice to come up with some words. You do have to check what comes out though, because sometimes voice typing is not perfect and it will try to say words that you don't really want. If you want to do voice typing, you go up into Tools. Tools is right here. You click on Tools, and then you have to go down and you'll see a little microphone next to voice typing. And you can click on that. So voice typing right here. Then once you have this up, it'll let you know to click to speak. That means it's not recording me right now. When I do click to speak, let's see what happens. First, I have to think before I click on it about what I'm going to say. So the next thing I might want to talk about is the word thank you, because I just talked about the word please. So I think I will try to talk about that. I'm going to give it a shot and see if voice typing works for me. I also think that people should say thank you more, period. It helps people to know that you really appreciate what they have done for you when they hear those words, period. I think that if I hear the word thank you, I will want to help the person again, period. I hope that if people use thank you, more people will feel like being helpful to one another, period. All right, and I clicked on this again when I was done, and that stopped it. Continuing to do this. Now I want to check my words and make sure that they look right to me. I also think that people should say thank you more. I might put quotation marks around thank you because it's maybe what I want people to say. It helps people to know that you really appreciate what they have done for you when they hear those words. I think if I hear the word thank you, I will want to help the person again. I actually want to say the words thank you. So I'm going to change that. See, it's a good thing I'm checking. I will want to help the person again. I hope that if people use thank you more, I think I should put a comma there, people will feel like being helpful to one another. All right, and I think I want to put quotations around thank you again, and that reminds me that I might not have done that up above with the word please either. So I could go up here and put quotation marks around please. Please is a great way. I think I could put around here too. All right, friends, then I would reread my writing to see how it looks. I can delete this because this was just me thinking and coming up with some ideas. Reread through my writing to see if it looks the way I want it to look, and then find out what your teacher wants you to do then. Perhaps your teacher will teach you how to put it into your Google Drive in a way that's organized. Otherwise, they may just want you to close out of the program, move on to something else for another activity.